Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
I'm TNT John. I'm Mike the Explosive One. Let's crack into another one.
TNT.
Yo.
You got something about something going on over there?
Yeah, I do got something to say, Jonas, man. I don't know how you were brought up in school. Like, was your mom the type of mom, or were your parents the type of parents, I should say, that were like, if he hits you, you better hit him back?
I don't know if we ever had that conversation.
They never gave you the, like, if you hit him, you have to hit him back, or keep fighting him until you win. Never had that conversation?
I don't think so, no.
No, never one of those. Well, there's a lot of kids being brought up that way. So, you just gotta be mindful.
How were you brought up? Were you told to knock them out and kick their teeth in, or what?
No, Jones. I was a big old cooch when I was a kid.
What?
I was in the chess club, and I played Magic the Gathering, and I hung out with you. So, yeah, I was pretty much just the biggest little cooch out there.
Wow,
little cooch.
Okay, all right.
Just keeping it real.
Okay.
All right, anyway. So what I'm talking about today is Jeanne White is a 57-year-old substitute teacher at a school.
Okay, substitute. So she's just coming in.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, the lesson plan is there. Make sure the kids don't hurt each other.
Hey, substitutes don't care, man. When a substitute comes in, that's when the Sandlot goes on the TV. They have to wheel in from the AV lounge.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Or something.
They turn on Netflix on the school TV.
But Jeanne White, 57 years old, was arrested last weekend for child abuse and 4 accounts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Sounds great.
So the substitute teacher was arrested after she had 2 students, or she had a problem student in the class, and the student was causing trouble. So then she asked the other students, who in here can beat this guy up?
Wait.
Don't say wait.
Wait.
Don't
So
say
she
wait in
literally
text.
just said this kid's being an asshole who can knock him out?
Yeah, she just said who could beat him up. So obviously a
The
couple
alpha in the back stands up. I got him.
Yeah, if the teacher says it's okay, it's legal. That's right. That's
Like,
how it
I've
works.
been waiting to knock his ass out all week.
Yeah, so apparently the 2 students fought. Now, we're talking about like 12 to 13-year-olds here.
Oh
when
my
we're
God,
talking.
that's like you're like pure aggression and testosterone at that age. You like don't even know what's happening to you.
So she actively encouraged the students to beat up another child. And obviously the parents were not too happy about that. I don't know how you as a parent would react, but I'd be a little miffed.
If somebody was like, "Hey, we all want to whoop my kid's ass,"
Yeah.
I'd be mad.
All right, Jonas. We would be mad, but let's.
What if the kid was being a dick?
Listen, it's just me and you right now, okay?
Oh,
I just
no
want
one's
you.
here.
It's me and you talking. Some of these kids need their ass whooped. Can we say that? Can we say that? Some like really, Jones. Look, hear me out. Fuck them kids. Some of them need their ass whooped.
I don't know enough about children.
No, don't tiptoe around this like this is the Tesla
kids
story.
can be dicks, man.
Okay, then some of them need their ass whooped. That's what I'm saying.
I do remember being a kid, and it wasn't my parents. It
You
was
need
like,
your ass whooped.
It
too?
was my cousin.
Yeah.
And I remember my cousin was like, he was a couple years younger than me.
Mhm.
And he was just being like a dick and just like running around and just like, he was just being a dick. Like just talking ish and just like trying to be like the big man, like whatever. And his dad was like, next time he does that shit, just push him down or something. I was like, what? He's like, just take steps. I was like,
it's crazy when your dad's like, beat his ass one good time.
yeah, next time he's being a dick, just like he wasn't like abusing anyone or whatever. He's like, just put him in his place. Like, and I remember like I did, and he started crying. And I was just like, he told me to do it.
Nah.
Unc told me just to punch him in the mouth.
See, so wait a minute. You was an enforcer. You ain't even realizing you got some enforcer background to you.
Oh, I'm an enforcer.
What? You don't even know what that means. You didn't even realize you were one until I said you were one.
I know what I am.
You have never told me you were an enforcer until right after I told you had enforcer background.
I was waiting for you to realize that about me.
Nor have I ever seen you enforce a goddamn thing ever in life.
You don't know me.
I've never seen you enforce anything unless it was fair play in a game. Joe, you make a hell of a referee. or a security officer.
Goddamn, tell on somebody. About to go snitch on somebody right now.
Like a great hall monitor.
All right, so enlighten me. What's an enforcer then?
I mean, look, man, you saw a kid who was acting out of pocket and you handled that. I respect that. I do. I respect
right.
that. I respect that.
That's what I do.
I'm an enforcer too.
Are you?
Yeah,
You ever walk up and just be like, listen.
mental enforcer, Jonas.
Yeah, I'm a mental enforcer. I'll go and have a conversation with somebody if you act crazy.
Ooh, is that what you can see?
I don't need to exert my force. I'll do it with my brain. And I'm like, God damn, okay.
I like that, man.
I mean, I've had to take somebody out to lunch before. And be
That
like,
we-
listen.
Take your ass out to lunch.
And it'd be
Big dick talk, Joe. I like that.
I'd be like, listen, as a man, I'm going to sit you down and talk to you right now.
As a man, I'm gonna pay for this meal.
And I'm going to tell you, you acting out of pocket and you need to chill out.
Lunch is on me, little bro.
Not only am I going to come here and tell you how you fucked up your life, I'm going to buy you lunch. God damn it.
I had to take somebody out to lunch is so fucking crazy. I love it. Oh my god! All right, man. Let's do the other story too, because the other story's good, man.
So-
but it's bad. Also bad.
Yeah, so
good.
like,
good,
so
bad.
this happened in
Oh god.
Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And like I heard about the story, but it's actually it sounds not as bad as like it was. So like there was a hazing incident where the kid died. So obviously it's terrible, but
Because hazing is illegal.
yeah, but they said that it was they punched a kid in the chest 4 times, but they were wearing boxing gloves too.
Yeah.
And they said he just happened to like collapse, have a seizure, and became unresponsive. And they said they dropped him off at the hospital, lied, and said he collapsed while playing basketball. But it said that he had small bruises on the chest. But it said that, what does it say here? It says they think it's a rare documented phenomenon known as commotio cordis, where a blunt impact to the chest at a specific moment in the cardiac cycle can trigger a fatal ventricular dysrhythmia without visible trauma. And they said they haven't verified that's what happened, but it seems like it was just like happenstance that they punched this kid in the chest at the wrong time and he fucking died.
Stopped his freaking heart, man. That's crazy.
That's wild. Because I mean, how many times have you like been effing around, like punched your buddy in the chest or like whatever?
Never happened. Actually, no, it's not something we do in my
No,
circle.
I mean I've had somebody hit me in the chest, and I'm like, what?
We tap each other in the nuts where I come
No,
from.
we don't try to put my hand in places that I don't want it.
Nah, you know you've
But
done the nut
like
tap.
I like the thing. I'm like these kids even put on boxing gloves to like lessen the blow.
Yeah.
Like the when I heard it, I was like, oh, they jumped this kid and he got. I'm like,
it wasn't that bad.
but yeah, I mean, bad enough he died, but it's so crazy.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy because obviously hazing is illegal, right? And for this exact reason. So a lot of the sororities and fraternities, they've kind of like tempered down some of the hazing, so it's not as
Well, yeah, because some of it's like was like. This seems like, in theory, was like a lighter version of like, oh, we're going to like punch you in the chest a few times with boxing gloves on. Like,
honestly, you like 18, 19 years old getting punched in the chest with boxing gloves is light work, man. Like,
yeah, they ain't going to make you like go like do stuff to a goat or something.
Yeah, like we used to backyard wrestle. So look, like I've seen worse.
Yeah, hit you in the back with a chair and ish.
But yeah, it is unfortunate, and obviously after the incident happened, the school decided to halt a lot of the fraternity, sorority, like just the Greek letter, whatever the hell you want to call that. They halted a lot of those actions, and a lot of the their stuff had to stop.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I don't know, man. It's just wild. Like, I mean, I don't think that hazing should be legal at all. It's just like
But do you feel like there should be,
consentful bullying in a weird way.
but do you feel like there should be some sort of tradition upheld for these fraternities and sororities? Because a lot of them do have a lot of tradition. Like there's for the sororities, which is the female version, where you got to be in like in the Centurion Club, where you have to get 100 spanks. You take 100 hits from a paddle. And you're in a club.
The women do that?
Yeah, you're considered well respected after you do that. There's certain just like I wouldn't even say like feats of stamina, but I guess they are kind of like feats of stamina that you do to prove your dedication
They
to.
should be voluntary.
You don't think he volunteered to take those punches to the chest? The point is not the voluntary. The point is tradition is dangerous. Do you still feel like it has a place in modern day colleges?
I mean, people jump out of planes because they want to.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I don't know.
I feel like that's the one thing that'll prevent these kids from coming up on any charges, because it's not like
they might get manslaughter, though, because their act still caused the death. It wasn't intentional. I don't think anyone can look at that and say you punched this kid in the chest trying to kill him. Like, that's not what... It'd be different if they jumped him and beat the shit out of him.
And
like,
obviously he allowed it to happen.
Right. Like, he's just like, oh, it's part of a... Yeah, like, if I was going to join a fraternity and they're like, oh, you got to take 4 punches to the chest with a boxing glove, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. I guess we can't say obviously. We would say hopefully. He wanted it to happen.
But I don't know, man. It's wild. I don't know. I mean, I get the tradition of it. Like, but yeah, I mean, I agree that some of it was ridiculous where they used to like get, I mean, they probably still do because even though it's illegal, get people so drunk, like, you know, like ridiculous.
So do you still think the tradition has a place in modern day, or do you think it needs to go away? Real questions, man. We asking real questions here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the harm in it, man.
You don't see the harm? We are literally talking about a kid who just died from it. You don't see a harm in it? Motherfucker, there's harm in it.
Well, yeah, but like, you know, the risk that you're volunteering to do something.
Okay.
I mean, it's different. Did he consent or no? If he was like, I want to be the same if I jumped out of a plane and the goddamn chute didn't open. I jumped out on my own will.
But if you would sign a waiver though.
Yeah,
you would sign a waiver. I can't sue you. So is that what we need? We need waivers for
okay with that.
fraternities.
Sure.
You submit
I agree
yourself
to do this thing that's dangerous.
That's, you know what, honestly, and if they aren't already doing that, I hope that is the way that they go.
I mean, like, I go and play in like sporting events and sign a waiver saying if I get hurt, it's not their fault. Like, I know that playing a sport, I can get hurt, and like, unless it's their negligence, like they have a hole in the middle of the court that isn't, they didn't tell anybody about, and I ripped my knee up. Like,
so how would the colleges handle this? Or are they going to have to?
They're just gonna say it's illegal because it's the same thing. They're just gonna be like, no, don't do it, because then they don't have any liability.
Don't do it, but the shit's still happening.
Well, right, and then that's why people are liable, right? Like, but you know, if these
the
kids,
college isn't liable
smart,
because
but one of them's dad has to be a lawyer. He'd be like, listen, we're gonna drop a waiver for the fraternity, and we're gonna have them sign it. And even though it's not legal, we still got a waiver.
You consented to have this happen, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, that's all the time we have for this episode. Go to thecrazy.com and subscribe for Jonas.
TNT.
Go, yep.